Hello everyone, good to be back here on this channel. Still solving the just concluded technical drawing WASSCE 2026 exam questions. I've solved this question 1A and question 1B. You can take a look at that on my video in this particular channel. Then we'll go straight away to question 2. Question 2 says construct full size an ellipse having major and minor axes 130 and 50 respectively using rectangular method. So we are told to use a rectangular method, and when the question is specific like this, you have to be specific also in your answering. You must use rectangular method. We have about 6 different methods for constructing ellipse, so you can take a look at other methods here on my channel. Go to playlist and check out for ellipse. I've done all the available methods. So here we are looking at rectangular method, so this will just be a repeat of what I have done in my video, but here we are given 130, not 100. I use 100 in my previous video for the construction of ellipse using rectangular method. So I'm going to be using this 130 now very quickly. So what we do here is that you are going to draw this line as center line. Then we are going to pick a point that will serve as the center line, vertical line. Okay, so we are going to be getting the minor axis and the major axis first. So you have this line, produce this line down this way. Okay, now we are told that the major axis is 130. So if you divide 130 into 2, that should be that should be 65. Okay, that should be 65. So I will just take 6.5 to the left here, then 6.5 here. This is 13. Okay, 130. So from that point now, I'm going to produce a vertical this way, then I'll produce a vertical at this side as well. Okay, all right, so just drop this line. Let's drop this line further. Okay, this way. All right, so we are told that the minor axis is 50 is the minor axis. So I will take 25 up this way because the minor axis has to be centralized. Okay, so I have it this way. So I'm going to draw this way. Okay, so I'm doing this because the question says we should use rectangular method. So it means that I'm going to be having this rectangular box first. So it is inside this rectangular box we are going to be having our ellipse. Okay, you get the point now. So let's call this part A. Let's call this part okay, no, let's call this part A. Let's say this part is A. Let's say this part is B. Okay, this part should be C. Let me take that off. So this is AB. So let's say this is C and this is D. That is, the major axis is AB while the minor axis is what? CD. You can actually use any letter, convenient letter of your choice. So I prefer using AB for the major axis and CD for the minor axis. So let's call this center, okay, E. Okay, then this part here, let's call it F. Okay, let's call this G, H, and this part here I. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to divide this ID now. I'm going to divide it into 4 parts. I will use method of line division. Okay, I will divide into 4 parts. So I will go this way, stretch my compass, needle on this part here. Okay, step up 4 times 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Okay, we have it now as 1, 2, 3, and 4. Join my 4 to D. Join this 4 to D. Please, everything should be thin line, thin line. Okay, then place your set square this way. Place your set square this way. Let me show you the position of my ruler. Okay, the ruler is right under the T square, so I'm going to be sliding to each of the numbers this way. Okay, you can see that now. So that is what I'm doing there. In case you are not seeing it, that's why I'm showing you the position of my ruler. So you come this way. So I'm going to slide. When I get to 3, I will produce the line this way. Okay, so at 2 now, produce this line. At 1, produce this line. So this is what we have now. So from this point, I will just erase vertical. That will divide this side of the rectangle into 4. So just come this way. This way. Then go this way. All right, so we have the division now this way. Okay, so I'm going to do this side now. I will work on this side now. So what I'm going to do here now, I will just transfer what I have here. I'm going to transfer it here. So that's what I will just do now. So I will just pick one of this division. Okay, just come this way. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I will just come this way, erect a vertical that way. Erect that, then come this way. Okay, so we have it this way now. So I'm going to number this side. I will number this as 1, 2, and 3. So I will number this side also 1, 2, and then 3. Okay, so I'm going to divide this AF just like I did for this part. I will number this AF, then transfer the division round. Okay, so I will divide this AF. Come this way. So I'm dividing AF2 into 4. Okay, so I'll just reduce the length of my compass because I have that part smaller. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So I'm going to join. Okay, let's number it 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm going to join this 4th part. I will join it to this part of A. Okay, so I can place my set square this way and the ruler, then slide to each of the numbers this way. This way. Okay, this way. All right, so what I will have here, I will just produce just like I did vertically here. I'm going to do horizontally here. So from each of these points now, I will produce a line. So let me use my T square for that to be fast. So I will come this way. So draw this, move it up to the point, draw this, then finally you have it this way. All right, now, so what I'm going to do now, just like I did here, I transfer this to this side. So I'm going to transfer this division to this side, so it's very quick that way, instead of using method of line division to divide each of the sides. So I will just come this way, pick this because they are equal, so come this way. This is 1, two, okay, 3 and 4. So I will come pick my T-square. All right, so draw this. Please, everything should be thin line, okay, especially when you are using this rectangular method, okay, so that your ellipse is going to be visible and it should be different from all the projection lines. So that's what we have here now. So we have neatly divided our rectangle in the appropriate way we should. Then we call this side now, so we call this side let me see, so let's call this side 1, 2, 3, okay, as you have it that way. So let's call this side 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's number it that way. I'm numbering them that way so that it's going to correspond. So let's call this 1, 2, 3. You will see what I mean by correspondence now. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so what I will do now, I'm going to from this C radiate lines to touch each of these numbers. Okay, thin line, it should be thin. Then 2 now, next. Okay, the next one is 3. This way. Okay, then I will come to this other side this way. This way. This way. Then I will do for D as well, just like I radiated line from C here. So I will draw from D, radiate line to touch each of the numbers like this, like this. Then I will do for this other side as well. Okay, this way. And then this way. All right, I haven't done that, so the next thing we are going to do now, okay, now this next point is very vital because that is what will give us our point, okay, the point for the ellipse. So from this C now, I can start from anywhere, either C or this. Now from this C, I will draw line, also radiate line to pass through this one, and where it intercepts with 1 here, okay, this is line 1 now, this base here now. So I will just come this way, put it this way, okay, passing through 1, go this way, okay, so where it meets 1, so it meets at this point here. So I will take note of that point. Please, just a point, not asterisk, please, not as and not balls, okay, just a single point. That way it will make your work come out neat and fine. So I will go to 2. So I'm going to draw passing through 2. So this is 2, this is 2, it has to pass through 2, so this is 2. So take note of the point, okay, the point of intersection. The next one is 3, okay, I will place it this way. Now the third one will be very close to B, very, very close, okay, so you have to take note of that point there. So you have it this way, Okay, so this is 3. Okay, this is the point. The ellipse will pass through this one. This is the point. I hope you can see the point. You can see the point. You can see the point as we have it here. So I will do same for this other side now. Okay, passing through 1, 2.1. Okay, make sure it's passing through each point. Okay, then 2, this way. Okay, this is my 2 now. Okay, then 3, just like we have it at that side, so at the left side. So same for the right side here. It's very close to the point there, so you have it like this. So this is the point where the ellipse will pass through here, here, and here. Okay, going that way. So we'll do the same for D, just like we radiated line from this C now. So I will do same for D. So I will come this way so that I can get my point at the upper part here. So this is 1, this is 1, this is 2. Hope you can see that. Then 3. So you see that now. So I will come this way now. So yeah, then 3 at this side here. Okay, so you can see now this is our point. So I'm going to be taking the French curve to connect this point. Okay, I want to advise for this is advisable you use the broom, okay, to get the point to make it faster. Okay, so I will take care of this turning point first this way. Okay, all right, so I'll go to the other side, do same. Okay, this way. Then I'm gonna draw on this point here. Okay, then I'll draw this side. Okay, this one. I need to go like this. Okay, then I'll produce this side. Yeah, this way. Okay, then I'll draw this part this way. Okay, then finally I will produce this side this way. All right, so this is my ellipse, okay, with the curve drawn out. Thank you very much for staying tuned. Now we'll be moving to question 2B, so watch out for that. Thank you very much for subscribing. See you in the next video for this 2B.